Hello and welcome for the SPSS Modelers. Fine, so let's start with session 1 for the SPSS Modelers. Now, before I launch the software itself, I'll discuss what all we are going to study or what all are we going to experience in today's class and subsequently throughout the course. So out here, that's the SPSS Modeler course, and it's an intensive class. And these are the course contents that we have here. So for day 1, that is today, we are having introduction, significance, and user training. So when I say introduction, significance, and user training, what do I mean by that? What is SPSS Modeler? Why do we need SPSS Modeler? And what is the user training that we are going to get imparted with? Out here on the contents to be covered, we'll be getting introduced to menus, graphical user interface, and the toolbars. We'll also be getting introduced to nodes and node palettes, introduction to models and their types, and model nuggets. Now, what are model nuggets? Something I'll show you on the software itself. I'm yet to launch the software. So that's the session for today. So fine, let us quickly launch the software then. So I'll type in here search, although we already have the software installed. Yeah, that's the software as IBM's SPSS Modeler subscription. I'm clicking on that. Now out here, we'll sign in. It will ask you for your IBM ID, and then you can continue. Then we insert the password. Log in here. Okay, we can see that it is about to launch the software. Yeah, okay, so that's the software that it has launched. And once it launches the software, it will ask you which of these streams do you want to import. Now, these are the different streams that I already created as part of this live session for you all to understand as to how all things work. But I'm not opening any screen yet. I'm not opening any stream yet because we need to understand the different toolbars and the graphical menu and user interface and things like that. So fine. For now, let us close this particular window. And yet, let us do one thing. Let us open something for you all to see so that you'll feel a bit excited and interested towards this. So, right. So this is how your stream looks like. Now, what is this and what is this? What is this? What are these square boxes and hexagonal or pentagonal boxes and the circles? This all will be explained at a later period. For starters, this is how your software setup looks like. And when I click on this, you can see here that that's a file menu we have here. Then you have the edit standard that we usually see. Then these are the inserts, menu, view, tools, super node, extensions, window, and help. So these are the different menus that we have here. And then we have something called as streams, outputs, and models. So what are these three typically? These three are in streams. This is what you call as a stream. It's a combination of various nodes and connectors. That's a nugget. This is how it looks like, a nugget. So when we say model nugget, when you generate and run this output, it will generate a nugget output of this type. Okay. And then what's the output? See out here, when we run this, I double clicked on that. Yeah, see, this is how the output is generated for the nugget. And then we have the models. So what are the different models that we have? Again, we have not come into that yet. Okay. What's the difference between this stream 1 and this stream 1? Nothing. This is a stream I have saved, this stream I have not saved. So I can right click on this. I can scroll down over here and click on close stream. That stream is now gone. And if I want, I can rename this stream. Right click here. No, we're not able to rename it here yet. We can save this stream. I already saved the stream as stream 1. So we are not making any renaming parts to that. And I click on output. Okay, there is nothing out here to show the output yet. And that's the models. But I'll come to all this a little later. Let's start with the introduction to menus, graphical user interface, and toolbars. Quickly, so I launched the software again. Yeah. That's a file menu. So how does it work? So we can come here and I can right click on this and I can click close the stream. Fine, so this stream is now gone. This is your graphical user interface. This is how your software looks like. If I click on file, it will ask me for new stream, open stream. It can also ask you, if you can also close the stream here, close all streams, save stream. You click on project, you can open a new project. Now you can see these are the different projects and the classes that are available over here. So when I speak of classes, what happens is within classes, you have unsaved project. And within the unsaved project, you have streams, nodes, generated models, tables, graphs, and reports, and others. So what are these 5 elements of any unsaved project or any project for that matter? That again, I'll come back and I'll explain it to you all. But as I continue here, when you click on output, you can open the output. You can also save the outputs. You can also save the models. So what is import PMML? These are the different types of models that you can import. What's open state? Yes, you can also set the directory. You can click on recent streams, recent projects, recent states. You can export the stream description also, which means if I have a stream here, I can also provide a description as to what is part of that stream and what does that stream mean. So fine with these points, and as I continue, we click on edit. Now edit, you can see most of the functions are quite the same as we see across softwares. First things first, when you click on undo, you can always remove your error if at all, or error, or if you want to go back to the previous command or the screen or the output, and then you can also redo the same thing. So that is another function, another feature that is part of this. Thereafter, you can click on cut, copy, paste, delete, select all. You can also select on clear stream, clear outputs, clear models. When you say clear stream, it means the streams that you have here or the stream that you have here, you can clear it. If you select that stream for clearing it. And then you can click on remove unconnected nodes. You can click on stream, rename and annotate, add to a project. Same thing for node. You can edit it, you can connect, disconnect, define model link, remove model link, disable node, enable node, load node, save node. So these are the different functions and these are the different features that are available within the edit menu. Out here, they also provided us with the cache. So you can enable, disable, flush, save or load cache. Connect and disconnect functions that you are seeing here, they can be activated using F2 and F3. F2 and F3 keyboard command also. When you click on data mapping, yeah, you can map it to whatever you want to. You can select the replacement node, essential fields. You can run from here. Again, when you speak of comment, you can edit it. You can connect to the selected or disconnected. You can connect it to the selected node. And you will also disconnect it. Same holds true for output, models, and project. When you click on outputs, you can display the output, you can rename and annotate, you can add to a project, add the same to a project. And then on models, we have add to stream, browse, rename and annotate, add to a project, create clear palette, add palette to project. Then in the project, what all do we have? Well, within the project, you can create new folder. You can also rename it, the project. You can remove it, you can open it, you can add to a folder, set as default. And these are additional set of features that are available in the edit command. Then we click on insert. So what happens when I click on this? Of course, it's deactivated here. So let me do one thing. Let us open some stream. I'm opening a big stream. So I click open or I click insert. Yes, now they are renaming it as stream 2, but it's not stream 2. But anyway, let's click on insert command and see. See, we can insert a node from a file, super node from a file, stream from a file. Okay. So this is a stream that we opened. And then you can add a comment over here. So let's click on new comment, suppose. So what is this? So this field or this window that opened here, you can select for which of them do you want. So out here you can insert what you want to insert. You can move this around here like this. You can also put it over here. So you can insert the command. You can right click on this and you can select delete. So that comment is now deleted. Then I click on insert again. I can add new sources. record operations, field operations. Now, for each of these, we have different set of options further available. So when I click on sources, it shows me database. It can shows me a var.file, fixed file, statistics file, data collection, IBM Cognos analytics file. Now, IBM Cognos Analytics is another software platform that will help you, the file type of which can be imported into the SPSS modeler. We also accidentally clicked on that. Then we have the SAS file. What is SAS file? It's the file type that comes from another type of software, that is statistical analytical software. That's SAS. We also have Excel, XML, user input, SimGen. Also have the same for extension import, JSON, geospatial. So these are the different source files. When I say source files means what? These are the files that we'll be importing. So these are the different sources from which we'll be able to import the files. And then we have record options. So when we come here, we can click select, sample, sort, balance, distinct, aggregate, RFM, aggregate, merge, append. So these are the additional functions and the features that are available for us to work on any imported file. So if you want to sort any data into an imported file, you will select sort function. If you want aggregate, then you can aggregate. If you want to merge or append with any other file, that is also possible. Field ops. Field ops is what? Operations affecting the number of fields. So okay, it's auto data preparation. You can prepare the data on its own. This generally happens when you import the file. So like, the types, the file types or the variable types and all that is taken care of by the software itself. But that doesn't essentially mean that what we are doing is the correct thing that is being done. And then you have the type, filter, derive, filler, reclassify, anonymize, binning, RFM analysis, and symbol, partial, set to flag. Different functions that are available under field ops. Followed by we can export. No, sorry, where would be? Yeah, modeling. Now this is important actually, because when you click on these are the same set of modeling functions that are also available over here when you click on this. Okay, these are the supervised models and segmentation models also available over here. But I'll come to this a little later. If I were to come back here on insert and go on, click on modeling to us. This is auto classify, auto numeric, auto cluster. This is a time series model. There's a TCM, random trees, the decision list. You also have some of the neural networks. Where is it gone? You also have the neural networks out here, the PCA factor regression. And the logistic regression is also the GLMM method, GLE method, Cox. Oh, sorry. And then you have CARMA, SVM, LSVM, BaseNet, SLRM, a priori. So these are different models that are available to us that we can use while we are conducting the analysis of the data. So these are the different available, inbuilt available models.